time. Oh, yes, I want to do a live video, and I want to talk the story about how I manifested my dream car. So I want to make the live video inside my dream car. Yes, this is my dream car. Let me show you guys. That's my this is Toyota Highlander 2016. Hey everyone, good. Who is in the house? Who is around? Who's available? Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Yeah. Okay, now I've always wanted to own a Toyota Highlander. In fact, my most preferable year model was 2008. So I've always believed in law of attraction, manifestation, alignment, and all of that. So there was a time I took my diary. This is my diary. In fact, it's made in Ankara fabric. That anything can be your journal, your it could be your jotter, it could be exercise book. In fact, I've manifested in so many documents, in so many books. It's not a journal, something I just write what I desire, what I want. I don't write what I don't want. It's what I want, and I always have this belief that I always get what I want. So what I did was that year I wrote. There's one inside this thing. Let me take it away. So I wrote what I wanted down. I wrote White Toyota Highlander Limited 2008. It's 2008 actually initially. There's this preaching by Steve Harvey that he spoke about anything you want, you should always write it clearly. And I'm a Muslim, right? But I believe in principles that work. There's this provision in the Bible that says that whatever you want, you write it down. I can't say word for word, but it just implies that whatever you desire, write it down, make it plain, so anybody that reads it will live will understand it. Anybody that reads it, it will be clear, and even if it's scary, it will come. So that year, I wrote down what I wanted. Even though I already own a Toyota Corolla, I now desired to say I wanted a Toyota Highlander. So I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Yes. I usually write the date and the time and the year. In fact, if you notice from this journal, I have written certain things that I needed before I drew this. I wrote I wanted to buy a Toyota Highlander 2008. And a lot of things I wanted, I had written them down. Then some I've acquired and some I did no longer believe in them. So I tore it apart. You can see I wrote it. But I don't know. I left this part. I left this part, this Toyota I left 2008. I left it. Because I so much, in fact, it was so real for me. So what I did was, after writing it down, I drew it. You can see, I'm not really a good artist, but I drew it down. After I drew it down, I just sketched that day. I'm sure I was, maybe one of those nights I'm just alone, as a single mother, a single parent. Sometimes, most of the time, you are just alone at night or something, or I don't know. I think most times I write whatever I want very early in the morning or late before I sleep. So I wrote it down and I drew it. I wrote 2008. So I started making research, and I noticed that whatever anywhere I go to, I always see that Toyota 2008. I used to see it around. I was like, oh God, I wanted this car. You can imagine since when I desired this thing, even before I wrote it down. I desired it before I wrote it down. So when I wrote it down, I started seeing more of this Toyota 2008. I saw it everywhere, and I was like, oh God, I don't know. It wasn't a luxury car as such. Then I started hearing about there's a limited version, there's a limited version of the car and all of that. So I now went to Pinterest. This is very interesting. I went to Pinterest. I started researching about it. Then I came to also YouTube. I watched YouTube videos about Toyota 2008. I kept watching and everything. So I now took a picture of Toyota. No, I now decided that I wanted an upgrade. So that was when I changed my 2008 to 2013. I changed the year 2008. So I canceled. You can see I canceled 2008 to 2013. So I went on Pinterest. I saw the version that is a bigger version of 2008. Then after that, I screen grabbed. I took a screenshot of that car. I now went to Gigi. There's an app in Nigeria, they call it Gigi, where you can see different kinds of cars you want to buy, the prices. And I will tell you, I would not like when I saw this car, I'm sure I had less than 10,000 naira Nigerian money in my account. I didn't have the money for the car. God even bears me witness about this. I didn't have, even though I was a professional, because as a single parent, you have your expenses, you have things to do, you pay for electricity, you pay for house rent, you pay for school fees, and all of that. I'm sure I didn't have some 10,000 naira that day. So what I did was I went to Gigi. I started seeing different prices. I said, well, I don't have the money at that time. I didn't worry. So I took a screenshot. I don't know. I'm going to tag it when I finish. I don't know. I'm going to show you because I did a short about it anyway. I took a screenshot. After I took a screenshot of this vehicle, I now made it my screen saver. I took a screenshot July 25, 2005. That was last year. I made a screenshot from GG app, and now made it my screen guard, my screen saver for my phone. So anytime anytime I want to pick up my phone, I'm always on my phone, of course. I will just this is my former phone anyway. So I made this a screen guard for my other phone and for this telephone I'm using to do this live. Then anywhere I go to, I want to see my phone. This is the car I will see before I even go into my phone. Even my contacts, anything, if I send message, it will be there. Even people were even thinking it was my car already. Do you understand? So I was just give it to people. They'll just get my phone. I'm like, this is your car. I wasn't say anything. So you get. It was not like that. So I was just going up and going. I was just praying for it. Then I went to YouTube. I saw the videos about it. I saw the features and everything. Then it's nothing about manifestation that I understand. You just have to align. You don't have to always think about it all the time. I wasn't thinking about it all the time. I left. I was just doing my own thing, working as a career woman, facing my phone, just focus, and So I said to God, any other thing while I had already written this vision down. I had other things I was manifesting and all of, but this I just knew that I was going to have it. I just believed that one day I was going to have it. So come December 2025, before then, I went to car dealers. I did a transaction. I was expecting the pay, and I was so certain that the client was going to pay me that money. So I went to car dealership. I went to different car dealers. I was just trying to window shop. I would go there. I would see. I was just say I wanted white. Say, I want it to be white. I said yes, it's white. Oh, I want a white Toyota Highlander, and it's 2013. And they were like, okay. They will say they see it at Shomolu. They saw it at Ikeja. They saw it at somewhere. I'll go. They didn't know I didn't have the money in my account. I'm so delusional. You understand? I didn't have the money in my account, but I was expecting to pay. Even there was a client of mine that deals with cars, they sell cars. I even told him at that time, I was like, yeah, I like that. Don't worry, we'll look for it for you when you are ready. When you are ready, you will just look for it. Don't worry. So my elder brother lives in London. So I told him at the time that, bro, though, it's like this thing is coming to, that transaction was already coming to an end. So he now said, okay, I went for one. I sat in the car. The moment I entered Toyota 2013, I knew it was my car. That was last year. The moment I entered, I knew this car was coming to me. I entered the car. I sat on the driver's seat. I on the ignition. They on the AC for me, and I was just looking at it. It felt so real. It felt so real. And I had the conviction that, look, I'm not going to get something else. This is what I'm going to get. And that was it. So then came the price. Different prices, millions, this, million that. This car at the moment in Nigeria is worth 30 million naira, 25 to 30 million naira to 35. It depends on the features and the availability or the strong. I mean, I'm talking about what's available in the car. You understand? So I was still believing God that I was going to have this car, and then the next thing I did was I now told all of my uncles, like a godfather. I told him that this is the thing. He said, we can actually ship this car from US. So how much do you have? I said, I don't think I have more than 10 million naira to buy this car. And this car presently is being sold 30 million naira, 25 million to 30 million naira in Nigeria. I said, okay, let's just see what we can do. And that was it. My dear, I'm inside my Toyota Highlander 2013. Yeah, I am. And it all started for me writing it down. If if you are not doing this thing, you are dulling yourself, my brother, my sister. My book is so filled up. Yes, I have a lot of things that are still manifesting. If you are not writing what you want down, my brother, my sister, you are dulling yourself. This is cheat code. I decided to wait this long to do this video so that you can. It's just for you to believe, for you to know that this is my own experience, and I'm sharing my experience with you guys. Even when I did a live video recently on YouTube that my car, you will not believe my car was still in the ship coming all the way from Chicago to Nigeria. Hi guys. Thank you. So my car was, but I already believe that's one thing about expectation, manifestation. If you want something and you already believe that it's coming to you, every negativity. I had somebody that said, my younger brother, he bought a car from US, bought the car, bought the money, 20 million. He cannot see anything. I didn't believe it. I rejected it. I didn't even add to that topic. The thing is, people will bring a negativity to you. But as long as you are not negative, it will not come to you. It will not happen to you. So most things I made a live video and I was saying that many times all our thinking happens to us. We are the ones that bring those negative things to us. If you do not have negative thoughts towards yourself, it will not happen to you. With God, I did all this with God. I stayed aligned because God created me, and He had made me know that everything He did is for my own benefit, our own benefit. So why can't I just rely on that? I am a Muslim. I read. I don't really read the Quran like that. I read a little bit of what I understand. Even this, I did CRK when I was in secondary school. I read little bit. And I don't even know many scriptures, but that scripture that I know, Habakkuk 2:2. Write it down. Whatever you want, write it down. My dear, write it down. Write it down. And stay aligned. Stop thinking, when is it going to come? When is it going to come? Oh, this thing has not come. Yes, that is not faith. That is not faith. Faith is you having the confidence that this thing you have the assurance of what you are believing in. You understand? You have that assurance that thing is coming right to you. So Yoruba, when I was in school, we did one in my own language. They call us Igba. They taught us Igbagbo when I was in school. Yes, they said Igbagbo ni ohun jẹ́rìísí ohun tí a kò rí àti ìdánilójú ohun tí a ń retí. As in, is the assurance, or you can testify to what you have not seen, but the assurance of what is coming. You understand? But the assurance of what is coming. So whatever you do with faith, my dear, whatever you do with faith, you are going to get it. You are going to get it. This is so what I said when I was believing God for this car. Didn't have 10,000, up to 10,000. Of course, I make money, but of course, as a single parent, I will have expenses to make. I would want to pay for this. I would want to pay for that. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, I kept believing God I was going to have it. And here I am today in my 2013 Toyota Highlander. And guess what? White. I did a short on how when the car came to my premises. I did a short video. You can also go and check on that. But the truth is, I did this live so that you can see that it's not just something. It's not just an imagination. It's not just for views. It's my life experience. And I'm going to make a video after this. I'm going to make a video about prayer, because we've been taught that before you pray, you need to kneel down. You need to do this. You need to do that. Yeah, that's. Let's take prayer out of. Let's take prayer out of religion. That's something. You see, you need to communicate with God. You just make it look like intimacy with God. Like you are talking to God like a friend. You understand? That's how I pray. That's how I pray. And to easily, because people will just religion shame you, like, thank you that you are not prayerful enough. You are not having conversation with God alone. Having conversation is prayer, and the belief that thing is going to come, that gives you that assurance. God is in fact, there's this saying by Sivari. He said, don't be ashamed to pray. Don't, that prayer, don't be too proud to pray. And I'm telling you, they make it look complicated that you need to have some, yeah, you can use scriptures, you can use some verses in the Quran, you can use some religious provisions to pray, yes. But my dear, you sitting down to say, God, I need help. God, thank you. God, I don't understand this. How am I going to see the way I pray this? Anything that anything that comes to me now, I just say, oh, I'll pray about it. And this prayer I'm telling you, it's not like I have to shout or God or I will just write it down because it works. My manifestation works, and as long as I believe in God for it, it will come to pass. Okay, it will come to pass. So I try to do this live so that you guys can see. Or even my other car, I don't know if you can see it, it's behind. That's my first car. I also manifested that. That's my Corolla. That's my Corolla. And this is my second car for somebody who was careless for I did a live about that anyway. I was careless for close to 3 years or more, yeah. And now I was taking, at that time I was taking bikes, I was taking Okada, I was taking public transport, and eventually God helped me. I was able to manifest that one. The mistake I did before I had that one was I said something about not appreciating my other car, the Toyota Camry I had that time. I didn't appreciate it. Yes, I sold it. Like I was so tired of that car, so I sold that my other Toyota Camry. I sold it that time. I just wanted another car. Unfortunately, because I didn't appreciate my car, because I was not thankful, I was careless for 3 years. I was careless. So the mistake I made at that time, I didn't make it this time around. This time around, I appreciated my Corolla. This one, that my baby, that my first baby. I call it my first baby, baby of the house. I appreciated that car. I took care of it. I pamper it. And the car came on the 20th. I bought it on the 23rd of February. Let me now give you another shocker. Do you know I took delivery of this, my second car, on the 23rd of February 2026? If you are not aligning yourself to what you want, you are dulling. That's not it. I told you that I used to have a Corolla, a Toyota Camry, yes, which I was tired of using because I was going on the road when somebody just said, carry your pangolo away. And I got tired, I got frustrated. And even though I believe in law of attraction, I did a mistake. I just sold the car. I just parked the car in my premises for a long time. I was just starting. Maybe I want to get something from the market. I just wanted to sell off that car. I would say I became ungrateful to God because there was a time I was praying for that thing. Many of us, we have things we have now, even if it's anything. Let me just say anything. Even if it's a phone, there was a time you were praying for. There was a time I was praying for this iPhone 8. So I was using Android for a very long time. There was a time I was praying for this iPhone 8. See, I bought another phone and I'm still appreciating it. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be appreciative of whatever you have. So I didn't appreciate that my Toyota Camry. I sold it, and because of that, my enemies suffered. I don't like saying negative things because I always believe negative things will just surely happen to you. You understand? So what I did was I sold the car, and I even spent the money. I couldn't raise enough money to buy another one. So I was just taking bikes, taking public transport. It was so difficult to go for meetings, to go for jobs. I was just telling God, this time if you can do it for me, if you can just do it for me, I will never. But I was punished. I was punished for 3 years. I was punished. I know that it was God that was teaching me that I need to appreciate whatever I have. So what I did was, like I said, I was going for a matter in Ogun State that day. I was in a public transport, and there was this song by a Muslim musician, an Islamic musician. And the guy was saying that, God, I don't want people to whatever that can happen to me. And people to now say that she's no longer making it in life. God, don't let it happen to me. I made that video on TikTok. I hid it in my blocked yes, I locked it. I didn't post it. But I felt that and that year, 2020, 22 February, the next month, I made that video January. The next month, I bought that Toyota Corolla. That one behind you. Now I have gotten the trick. I've been told that I need to appreciate whatever I have. So when I now wanted this Toyota Highlander, I now appreciated my Corolla. In fact, I loved it. The car was taking me everywhere. I was still posing with it. I was still going to do things. I was still taking care of my car in my own little way. And then I thought about, why not have that Toyota Highlander white, color white that I wanted. So I wrote it down, 2008, like I said. I wrote it down. After I wrote it down, and so 2008, I started making research about it. I made research about it, and I saw it. And now I am in my dream car. Yes, I'm in my dream car. Now I have two cars. So just the message is just that you you don't I don't restrict myself to, okay, because I'm a Muslim I won't read some scriptures, or because I will not believe in some laws. There are some laws of identity. There are some laws of mindset. There are some laws that are of the universe that actually work, and they work. Their principles. The truth is, let me have something to say is that truth is universal. The truth is universal. Truth is universal, and there are some principles that work. Law of attraction is real. Whatever you think about it comes to you. As I'm already manifesting other things that I want, and I know they are going to come to me. So I like I said, I decided to do this video to go live in my dream car. Whatever you want to manifest, go ahead to manifest. In fact, if your dream is not bigger than you, you are not dreaming right. Yes. This vehicle I am in, go and price it in Lagos, go and price it in Abuja, go and price it everywhere. Go and price it anywhere. It is 25 to 30 million to 35 million naira. That is it. And I started thinking about it when I had maybe 10,000 naira in my account. And the cheat code was was alignment. I got aligned. I manifested. I wasn't praying. Because some of you, you will pray yourself out of your dream, and when you are not getting it, you will be frustrated. It's a natural thing. The people do that. But since I understood that logic behind believing that, what do we even take God for? Since I understood the logic behind manifestation, alignment, believing God for whatever you want, I just clicked on that. I started, using it for my daily life. And in fact, it even reduces any form of depression, any form of anxiety, anything that will give you anxiety. Just whatever you desire, it will come to you. Even though it may tarry, it will come. So let me just end this slide because I want to make a video about prayer, because a lot of us we have been bullied into thinking that we are not praying right. My dear, stop. It's not true. Prayer is not that complicated. It's just a conversation with God. It's a conversation with your creator. So thank you guys for coming live. Thank you. I saw Musa Tears. I saw Al Green 6582. Thank you so much. You said I'm beautiful. So you can listen to me all day. Thank you guys for coming to my life. I appreciate you all. God bless you. Bye for now. And don't forget, continue to manifest, continue to believe that you will get whatever you want, and be positive. Reduce your anxiety. Heaven with no foe, and it will fall on everybody. Bye for now.